Ever wonder how those perfect, delicious cherries make their way from the tree to your table? It's actually a pretty cool process. Imagine huge fields bursting with ripe red cherries. Then, picture smart machines gently picking them at just the right moment. It doesn't stop there. They're whisked away to modern centers where they get a thorough process super quickly. All to make sure you get the best cherries possible. Ready to see how it all works? It's amazing to see how they gather all those cherries from the big farms. Once they're perfectly ripe and juicy, special shakers give the trees a little wiggle, and the cherries just fall right off. Then, they get a quick wash and are carefully put into boxes. The really neat part is how fast they get them to the processing places nearby. This speedy system means the cherries stay super fresh and full of flavor, so they're perfect for eating just as they are or using in yummy treats. Okay, so the trucks arrive at the processing place with all those freshly picked cherries, and that's where the magic really starts. First, they get moved onto a kind of moving belt that takes them into big, shiny steel tanks filled with cold, clean water. These tanks have strong air bubbles that give the cherries a good shake to get rid of any dirt, dust, or little bugs that might still be hanging on. There's also a system that catches any leaves, sticks, or anything else that shouldn't be there from the farm. To keep them safe and fresh longer, some places add a little bit of a gentle, food-safe cleaner to the water, like a weak chlorine mix or a natural fruit wash. This gets rid of any bad bacteria without changing how the cherries taste. Alright, so once those cherries are squeaky clean, they head over to a clever machine called a cluster cutter. You know how cherries often grow in little bunches? Well, this machine carefully snips them off the stems. The cluster cutter uses spinning blades or rollers that gently cut the stems without squishing the delicate fruit. Some of them even have little shakers to help the cherries come loose on their own. After they're all separated, the cherries get another quick wash to rinse away any tiny bits of stem or sticky juice before they're ready to be sorted and packed up. Pretty neat, huh? Now comes the really smart part: scanning and sorting. This is where technology steps in to make sure only the best cherries get to you. First, the cherries travel through a machine that sorts them by size. It has rollers or shaking trays with different sized gaps. The smaller cherries drop through first, and the bigger ones keep going. After that, each cherry goes under a super-fast optical scanner. This has cameras and special infrared sensors that check the color, how ripe it is, and if there are any blemishes, all in the blink of an eye. To ensure only the highest quality cherries make it to packaging, the fruit goes through a final manual inspection and sorting stage. Even though advanced machines have already scanned and sorted the cherries, trained workers carefully check them once more by hand. If they find any cherries that don't meet quality standards, they are gently removed and redirected for other uses, like juicing or drying. When they're dealing with large amounts of cherries, they use machines to weigh them and fill the containers accurately. So, after getting the thumbs up in the final check, the cherries head to the weighing and packaging section. Here, smart automatic scales make sure each box or bag gets the precise amount of cherries, so every package is consistent. So, when it's time to pack the fresh cherries, they use some smart packaging. You'll often see them in plastic clamshell containers, bags with little air holes to keep them fresh, or cardboard boxes that have special liners inside. They also use sensors to constantly monitor the temperature to make sure the cherries stay nice and cool. And every batch gets a special tag with codes, like barcodes or QR codes. This helps them keep track of exactly where the cherries came from and where they're going. It's a big trip for those little fruits,